The MMO landscape is shifting again, and we've got the biggest, most structural updates you need to know.
We are diving deep into Gielinor this week.
Absolutely, because RuneScape is about to undergo an era-defining transformation. And this didn't come from a boardroom, did it?
Not at all. This came directly from the players. We're talking about a staggering community vote. 124,985 people weighed in on this.
That's a mandate.
It's more than a content patch, you know. This is a foundational meta shift, a complete reprioritization of game integrity, economy stability, everything.
And the big headline, the thing we're really here to dissect, is the complete official removal of microtransactions.
Specifically, the treasure hunter loot box system.
Yeah.
And with it, the launch of this massive integrity roadmap, which all kicks off on January 19th, 2026.
Okay, so let's unpack this monumental decision. We have to start with the MTX apocalypse, the treasure hunter sunset, because there are some really time-sensitive deadlines you need to know about this week.
The hard cutoff is that date, January 19th. The servers go down for the overhaul, and when they come back up, Treasure Hunter, or TH, is gone entirely.
And this goes way deeper than just pulling the interface.
Oh, yeah. To protect the core grind, the player economy, they're removing 225 purchasable sources of direct XP and skilling convenience items from sale.
225. That's a statement.
It's a massive statement of intent.
And the process has already started, right? As of January 12th.
Correct. The tap has been, as you put it in the pre-show, violently shut off.
Yeah.
You can't buy keys directly. You can't redeem bonds for them anymore.
And you can't even earn them in-game from things like daily challenges.
Exactly. So the clock is ticking.
Yeah.
If you have any keys left, you have to use them before the 19th.
Or what? They just disappear.
They're permanently deleted. They don't convert to gold. They don't turn into rune coins. They just vanish into thin air.
Now, what about Premier members? There was a whole compensation package for them.
Right. So if your Premier membership was active and purchased before November 12th, you were awarded some bonus keys, up to a 365 key cap.
But even those have the same deadline.
Same exact deadline. Burn them by the 19th or they are gone forever.
Okay, this is where it gets, I think, incredibly critical for anyone listening with an old account. The Oddment alert.
This is the big one. Oddments, that secondary currency from opening TH chests, are also being completely removed on January 19th. This isn't a transition.
It's an execution. So what happens if I'm a returning player and I've got, I don't know, a huge stack of these things and I miss that deadline?
If you wait for the automatic conversion, Jagex will give you one single gold piece for every one oddment you own.
1 gold.
1 gold. And for Iron Man accounts who can't interact with MTX gold, they just get nothing. They lose them completely.
That seems incredibly punitive. Is there a better way?
Yes, and this is the crucial part. You have to go into the store this week and manually convert them. If you do it yourself, you get 250 gold per oddment.
Wait, 250?
250. Or 100 gold for Iron Man accounts. It's a 250x value difference. It's clear they are using loss aversion to force everyone to purge this currency now.
So they can start with a completely clean slate on the 19th. No lingering MTX systems.
Exactly. And to help with that, the Oddment store currently has all the current rotation cosmetics. It's your last chance to shop.
And for burning those last keys.
The final TH promotion is all XP. Smoldering lamps and stars. No cosmetics, just to focus on burning through those remaining XP boosts.
So once the dust settles, what does the future MTX landscape even look like? What's left?
It's simple. Rune coins for cosmetics only. And there's a promise that these cosmetics will actually fit the world of Gielinor. Better visual integrity.
Okay, so no more giant inflatable things.
Hopefully not. We'll still have bonus XP bundles, but even double XP is getting looked at. They've already canceled the winter double XP event in February. The trend is clear. Less access, more scarcity.
And the offer wall.
Gone. Completely gone as of the 12th. A huge win for the community.
Okay, so that handles the immediate crisis. Now for the heavy lifting. This brings us to the integrity roadmap, which is really about fixing the core problems that made people want to buy XP in the first place.
That's the whole philosophy here. The roadmap is designed to tackle the biggest friction points. They realize that if a skill is just unenjoyable or badly paced, people will pay money to skip it.
So fix the game, and you fix the need for the skip buttons.
Precisely.
Let's start with a classic pain point, the UI. The user interface in RuneScape is a lot.
It's a mess of legacy code for sure. So the goal is a quality of life pass focused on readability and intuition. A cleaner, streamlined default layout.
But they're making a weird change to edit mode, right?
Yeah, this is interesting. The current Totally freeform edit mode is becoming an opt-in advanced experience.
So you're locking customization away for a game built on customization.
The thinking is that for new or returning players, the default experience is overwhelming. Too many floating windows. By giving them a clean default layout, they hope to reduce that initial friction. The power users can still opt in to the advanced chaos if they want it.
Makes sense. Okay, on to combat. Necromancy's launch was a huge success. It felt modern and polished. Are the other styles getting that treatment?
They are. A massive buff pass is coming for melee, ranged, and magic. They're explicitly taking the positive learnings from Necromancy, its clear rotations, its ability flow, and applying those concepts to the older styles.
So bringing everything up to that new standard.
Exactly. The goal is to bring all 4 styles into better alignment, giving each one a really clear, powerful identity in the meta.
That's a huge balancing act. You can't just push that live.
And they know it. They're reviewing core mechanics like adrenaline, threshold abilities, all of it. And crucially, they're going to use beta worlds to get tons of community feedback before any of this redefines PVM on the live servers.
Good. Next up, skilling rebalance and what they're calling the DailyScape Detox.
These are so directly tied to the MTX issue. Like we said, if the skilling loop is broken, people buy lamps.
So they're targeting the worst offenders, the skills that are just a slog.
Yep. Addressing pacing issues, adding better AFK methods where they're lacking, and just making sure the game works for different playstyles.
And the DailyScape Detox, that's about removing the pressure of doing daily chores, right? That checklist feeling.
It is. They want players to log in because they're excited about a goal, not because they feel obligated to do a list of tasks. It's a philosophical shift back to respecting the player's time.
Okay, now within this integrity push, there is a provisional list of items that might be completely removed by 2027. This is huge. We're talking dwarven tools, portables, lucky items, proteans.
This is a massive hit to the convenience meta, for sure.
And it has to be intentional. Why remove things like portables, which are so useful?
Well, you have to ask why they were useful. Portables gave huge XP buffs anywhere, letting you bypass core gameplay. Proteans gave instant, high-tier XP. The developers believe these items, in their current form, just don't fit the new integrity vision. They undermine the core loops.
So they're just leaving a hole in the game.
No, and this is the important part. They're removing the item, but exploring the role the item played. They'll look for new, gameplay-focused ways to provide that efficiency or convenience that fit the new model.
So it's all connected. They remove the quick fix items to force players to engage with the newly rebalanced core skills.
You got it.
All right, let's shift from mechanics to aesthetics. We're moving into Gielinnor's visual refresh and the big 25th anniversary party.
After 25 years, the art style is a little inconsistent, to put it mildly. So they've been working on a unified visual identity. They point to places like Roleka and Kandrin as recent successes.
And now they're focusing on the starting areas, Lumbridge, Berthorpe, Varrock.
Yep, giving them that modern, higher fidelity look. But I think the bigger news for most players is about their own characters.
The player avatar refresh. It's finally back on the roadmap for 2026.
It is. Higher fidelity player models are coming. But even sooner, and maybe more importantly, we're getting new cosmetic toggle options.
The Fashionscape filter, finally!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can finally choose to hide those out-of-place cosmetic items. No more neon wings ruining your immersion in a medieval city. You can make the game look grounded again.
A huge quality of life win. And speaking of restoration, they're doing some immediate work on the Lumbridge itself.
It's a real return to roots. The iconic Lumbridge castle walls are back. The Lumbridge crater and the Nexus are being removed.
Wow. That's a huge change to the starting zone. What happens to content like Shattered Worlds?
It's being relocated. The goal is to declutter that starting experience and restore the area's original classic feel. It's about restoring the heart of the game for new players.
And while they're building the future, they're celebrating the past with the 25th anniversary event, the Silver Jubilee.
It kicked off January 5th. You start with Hans, the very first NPC ever, right in the Lumbridge Castle courtyard. Total nostalgia trip.
And the event itself is designed to be purely celebratory.
It is. Just 25 little tasks, each inspired by a different year in the game's history. The rewards are all cosmetic and permanent. The 25th anniversary cape, a scarf, a cake, no XP lamps.
Nice. And for the high-level players, they've formalized the inverted skill capes system.
Yeah, this is now a permanent annual progression system for people past level 99. You train a skill while wearing the cape, you collect shards, you get a token.
Is there a cap on that? Can I just invert all my capes at once?
Nope, you're limited to 4 tokens per year. It's designed for long-term play. But unlocking both the 99 and 120 versions of a single skill only uses up one of your 4 slots for the year, which is a nice touch.
And of course, the inverted Necromancy cape is already available.
Of course.
All right, let's wrap up with some quick-fire QL and performance patch notes. This really shows how that integrity-first mindset is trickling down.
Absolutely. They've optimized the default settings for new players. Things that are now on by default include slim headers, which reduces clutter.
Shift-click to drop, which is essential.
And local timestamps in the chat. But it's what they've turned off that's really telling.
What's that?
Skippo cutscenes is now off, so new players see more of the world. And, most importantly for combat, ability queuing is off by default.
That forces more active, responsive combat. It prioritizes skill over just pre-programming your abilities.
Exactly. It's all about fostering active, engaged play from the very beginning.
And on the hardware side, you'll need a bit more power to see all these visual upgrades.
Definitely check the new minimum specs. We're talking Windows 10, more RAM 8 gigs for Windows, 4 for Android, and better GPUs. It's the price of progress.
And finally, a quick shout out to the community.
For sure. The 25th anniversary video just dropped on the 15th, and PVM groups like the Boss Guild are still running great learner events. Plus, we're seeing quick fixes for major boss bugs, which shows that commitment to quality.
So, if we synthesize this whole deep dive, the message is crystal clear. The community voted for a true sandbox, and the developers are actually delivering. This is a ground-up rebuild for the next 25 years.
January 19th is the day. The game goes offline, the changes deploy, and then the RuneScape Ahead YouTube premiere will lay out the entire 2026 content roadmap. It's a reset button for the whole game.
Which leaves us with a provocative thought for you to chew on. Can fixing the core gameplay loops, making the skills fun again, removing the daily chores, can that truly replace the convenience and instant gratification that so many players got from MTX?
That's the billion-dollar question for 2026, isn't it?
Yeah.
The goodwill is there now, but success will be measured by how fun that grind actually is. They've committed to rebuilding the house.
Now they have to make sure the foundation is fun enough that nobody misses the shortcut button.
Exactly.
For the full breakdown and more news, head over to MMMOs.com, stay tuned, and keep gaming.
At last!